Welcome to this Thursday night. In the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And for the Memphis Grizzlies guys, they come in off that loss to the Houston Rockets. Now, look at Memphis's starting group. We've got Moutier, Paul Millsap out there with Dang. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Navarro in at the 2 spot. Millsap misses.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want, but then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful shot.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
6 to shoot. They get it back. Dang can't get it to go. On defense, Memphis. Outside, Anthony. Here's Porzingis. Millsap covering. That's good. Anthony's got his first points of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Moutier. Puts it up from 17. Drained for 2 points.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Rose with the ball. Now defended by Moutier. And they're running. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Moutier, can be a game-changing player. Was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead. So we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Here's Rose. To the middle. Noah dishes to Rose. Here's Anthony. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about Moutier, guys? He has a very interesting upbringing. Born in the Congo, grew up in Texas, then spent last season in China. Already a very well-traveled young man for a player of his age. Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from 3-point range.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That's his first foul. Here's Rose. To the left wing. Noah kicks to Green.
That's a hard pass to make when the defense has that many people in the paint.
Millsap misses.
And you know, with Moutier, you can't ignore what he does on the court. He has amazing size at the point guard spot, excellent vision, and is a natural playmaker for his squad.
On its way from Rose for 2. They kick it out to Green. No good on the triple. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Gasol. And he gets it to go. San Antonio trailing here. Outside Rose. That's to Porzingis. Lets it go with a three. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Moutier kicks to Gasol. It's good from the top of the key. Gasol's got 6 points.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Well, as Gravy was talking about, the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammon, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Memphis also making a switch. Rodriguez is checked in for Moutier.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
San Antonio calls timeout. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Shots good by Anthony.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Rodriguez passes to Gasol. Back to Rodriguez. Millsap a screen on Noah. 6 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Feeds to Meeks. Back to Rose. Spurs working the ball around now. Shoots from 12. Off the left rim and out.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. And part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
Here's Gasol. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
There's the pick. Dishes it to Meeks. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Millsap. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. And the Spurs with some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Noah. Diaw comes in for Porzingis. And Cole subbed in for Rose. .141 left to play in the first. Here's Anthony. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Rodriguez outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Carter with the jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
San Antonio making a switch here. Hezonja's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. There's a screen. Mozgov with the steal. .41 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Diaw. Cole dishes to Anthony. Down low. Here's Diaw. Shot clock at 5. And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Rebounded by the Spurs.
Good defense there. Got away with a major lapse.
Outside Anthony. Good. He hits the jump shot. Anthony's got 9.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies leading by a point. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
Green out there with Norris Cole. Then it's Mozgov. Then there's Boris Diaw. And it's Hezonja in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
And Diaw kicks to Cole. And they take the lead. Cole's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Spurs. Haslem a screen. Kicks it to Stevenson. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Carter's got 5 now. And for Stevenson, to his credit, he took the benching in stride. He knew he just wasn't a good fit at times.
Yeah, and his coach, Steve Clifford, was upfront about it, and I thought did a nice job handling that. Clifford said he wanted Stevenson as a Hornet, but just couldn't find a unit with which to make it work.
Here's Hezonja. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A different look now for San Antonio. Joakim Noah is checked in for Mozgov. Porzingis comes in for Boris Diaw. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Cole. Memphis also making some changes. Gasol comes in for Vesely. And it's Dang in for Vince Carter. Some nice passing there by Memphis. The Grizzlies with another miss. San Antonio trailing here. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson. Passes it to Noah.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And Haslem kicks to Stevenson. Haslem up top. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. And the Grizzlies get it back. And Haslem kicks to Gasol. Stevenson outside. Stevenson missing again. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Rose passes to Porzingis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Emmanuel Mudiay picks one up.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
San Antonio making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. The shot's good from Douglas.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
The drive by Green. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Rose can't hit.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Douglas with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Douglas kicks to Millsap. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the third fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame talent.
Rejected by Gasol. They get it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Memphis has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Douglas with it. He dishes it to Millsap. That's in, coming off a nice assist from Douglas. Millsap's got himself on the board with 3 there. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. Noah dishes to Green. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And it's Dang in the corner. The second chance effort.
Some good numbers for Gasol. He's got 8 points and also a block shot.
The Grizzlies have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. That free throw good from Gasol. So many people overlook Pau Gasol prior to last season, seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game, and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after. He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Here's Navarro, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Nice pass there by Sergio Rodriguez.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Anthony, the pass to Rose. Noah kicks to Anthony. He feeds it to Meeks. And another shot. The Spurs working the ball around now. Anthony against Dang. They shoot again. No good. And it's Memphis the other way.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
San Antonio calls timeout. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
Lasagna, he's checked in for Jody Meeks. 1:10 left in the second quarter.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Lasagna. Lays it up and banks it in.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Rodriguez passes to Vesely. There's a screen. Back to Rodriguez. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Rose. To the left wing. Here's Lasagna. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Hanga. He hits the shot at the very last second.
Goodness.
Woo!
The pressure.
And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Grizzlies lead by 5. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
Here we go, San Antonio.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. And what about Pau Gasol? I mean, he's been sensational.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. And what about Pau Gasol? I mean, he's been sensational.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Haslam's out there with Lance Stevenson. And there's Carter. Then it's Vesely. And it's Rodriguez in the 1 spot. Shot is good, and the Memphis leads cut down to 2 on the bucket from Anthony. Rodriguez against Green. Now Rodriguez. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Carter. Shot off the pick. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Vesely. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
A really good way to get your first points of the half with a rugged play on the backboard.
Rose kicks it to Noah. For 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Hey guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Here's Vesely. Can't connect from short range. Rose against Rodriguez. Rose kicks it to Noah. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait one more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Well, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and there'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
Assist goes to.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now here's Rose. Pass to Noah. There's the dish to Diaw. Count the basket and the foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Mozgov, he's checked in for Noah. Jody Meeks comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Norris Cole in for Derrick Rose. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Navarro. Green with the rebound.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
And Cole kicks to Diaw. Offensive rebound. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. Here's Moutier. That is good. Moutier's got 8.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Outside, Meeks. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Moutier. 8 points for him. There's the pass to Navarro. Nice job coming off that screen. And it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
San Antonio calls timeout. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Mozgov. Anthony comes in for Green. Hezonja, he's checked in for Meeks. And it's Rose in for Cole. And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Deng. Anthony kicks to Baines. Just 5 on the clock. Rose dishes to Diaw. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Pass to Hezonja. Leaner from distance. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Grizzlies ball. Grizzlies timeout.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Well, Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
A different look now for San Antonio. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Porzingis comes in for Boris Diaw. And it's Green and for Hezonja. Moutier kicks to Dang. Gasol inside, covered by Noah. The shot's good from Gasol. Gasol's got 12 points in the game. Rose with the ball. Now defended by Moutier.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Rose. And he isn't the biggest body at 6'8", Clark, but Paul Millsap, very effective.
And part of his being underrated and underestimated, I think, is due to that size. But folks are finally starting to come around. That kind of production he's put up will make that happen. We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The drive by Green. Count that one. Green's got his first bucket of the night.
And Millsap with over a 7-foot wingspan and also just a great nose for the ball. He gets you rebounds, blocks, and he leads all power forwards in steals pretty much every season.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Lance Stevenson. Sergio Rodriguez.
1:49 left in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gasol. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. There's 1:40 left in the third. Rose against Rodriguez. Outside Anthony. Passes to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. 13 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 14 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And speaking of Millsap's defense, I mean, he can switch out and cover perimeter players as well. His smaller stature gives him that versatility, but then the long wingspan allows him to still bang with the biggies.
Rose kicks to Green. Green missing again. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Rodriguez with it. Now Green defending. There's the feed to Gasol. Tries yet again. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Some changes for Memphis. Vasilev's checked in for Gasol. And it's Carter in for Luol Deng. Rose kicks it to Noah. Back to Rose. Looks a big high bounce and goes in. Rose has got his second bucket tonight. Rodriguez outside. Millsap a screen to the inside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Anthony. 2 on the clock. And that one goes long. And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 5. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Here's Cole. We've got Hezonja. Noah is up there with Porzingis. Then it's Henderson, and it's Cole in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5. Six on the shot clock. Porzingis passes to Noah. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
There's Navarro. Off the pick. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And, you know, going back to Noah last season, I think the additions to the Bulls' front court had an effect on him. I mean, they added Gasol and Mirotic, two major talents up front. I think that gave Noah less opportunities than he'd had the year before, and it was an adjustment for him.
And guys, talking about Joakim Noah, he was still the spirit of that team last season. Amongst all the great talents the Bulls had, Noah was that energizer and catalyst for the team, a true warrior, even in an off year.
Pass to Porzingis. Here's the three. The offensive rebound. Noah, the pass to Hezonja. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. He kicks it to Henderson. Feeds it to Noah. At the top of the key, Henderson. Here's Hezonja. Another shot. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Dishes it to Cole. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Henderson. San Antonio again missing.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And the basket by Stevenson.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
It's Henderson on the wing. Passes it to Hezonja. Pass to Porzingis. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got 5 rebounds tonight. Moutier kicks to Stevenson. Here's Navarro. Moutier dishes to Vesely. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Mozgov, he's checked in for Noah. Anthony comes in for Gerald Henderson. And it's Jody Meeks in for Hezonja. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Pau Gasol is checked in for Vesely. And it's Dang in for Lance Stevenson. And Norris Cole is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Knocked loose. pass to Navarro. Here's Gasol. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 10. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
It's Mozgov, high post. Kicks to Cole. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And right on target. Good. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Moutier passed to Gasol. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Rose, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Derrick Rose.
Millsap at the elbow. Over to the wing. Millsap sets the pick for Gasol. Jumper off the screen. Mozgov with the block. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
And he gets it to go.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Rose with the ball. From downtown, Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's Moutier. Defense is right there. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Rose kicks to Anthony. The three-pointer, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Now, Moutier. He dishes it to Millsap. He feeds it to Dang. Fades and shoots. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Pau Gasol with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
Well, this team does not waste opportunities at the foul line. They make the opponents pay when they foul them. If they get sent to the line, they're cashing in.
Remember, for a long time, flopping was like the #1 concern in the NBA. I mean, it still happens a lot, but the rules have curbed it quite a bit. We have seen less and less flopping the last few years.
Moutier, he's checked in for Memphis. Rose passes to Hazania. Stolen away. Here's Navarro. Second shot opportunity. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Memphis.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
Outside Anthony. To stop the drought. Pass to Porzingis. Fires the three. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Now here's Moutier. Lets the three fly. And he gets it to go. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Memphis.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game, Clark, and Steve's kind of touched on it, is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Yeah, absolutely a big plus. And oftentimes, Kevin, we've seen it time and time again. Your performance at the line can be the difference maker in the game.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Gasol. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.